if you have kinky, curly, coily hair and you don't know what you're doing, let me put you on. I'm gonna be using the brand new Rizos Curl Stronghold Gel, and this whole routine is gonna be Rizos Curl based. We're gonna start off with our Rizos Curls Curl Defining Cream. Then we're gonna go ahead and add our Rizos Curls Curl Defining Mousse. And then towards the end, we're gonna scrunch in the brand new Rizos Stronghold Gel. You guys, this is my first time using it. I am somebody that when I started my curly hair journey, I was using nothing but Rizos Curl. And I started off using Rizos Curls Light Hold Gel. So the fact that they did a Stronghold Gel just completes me, because these are the products that basically got me to where I'm at today. I will do eventually a story time on how I got my hair to look like this. And I even got a keratin treatment once. So if I'm able to achieve these curls, you are too, so keep on watching. So really quickly before we start, I just wanted to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Noria Rubeni, and I make lifestyle content as well as hair content. And soon enough, I'm going to be doing some wedding content as well. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bells. That way you guys can be tuned in for every single Sunday that I post content on YouTube. And if you're not following me on Instagram or TikTok, you're really missing out. Let's stay connected. Start off with our curl defining cream, and then we're gonna do our curl defining mousse, and then towards the end we're gonna scrunch in our Stronghold Gel by Rizos Curls. And for our tools, we're gonna be using the Bounce Curl Volume Defining Brush. I do have, it's the definition brush, but my favorite so far has definitely been the Volume Defining Brush. I will do a side-by-side comparison video soon for you guys. I just wanna upload this one first. So let's get started. We're gonna take off all of our jewelry because it's gonna like fall off with the water and the products. And we're gonna have to wet our hair, because if it's not moist, then it's not gonna work. It is obviously very, very wet, and that is how you want it. We're gonna start off using our Curl Defining Cream by Rizos Curls, and I'm gonna use a good size amount because it's gonna go all over my hair. And that's how much I use. I'm gonna go ahead and focus on this bottom part before I go to the root. And I'm going to section off my hair in, I wanna do 3 sections today. So we're gonna do our bottom section, and then I pin it back real quick so I can separate the crown from the middle. And when I do the crown, I do up to right here. Okay, now we're gonna untie this. So for each section, I'm going to apply mousse, and I'm gonna add extra water because it dries out really quickly. Let's start off by adding our water, and then we're gonna do our mousse. Now, obviously my ends dry a lot faster than my root, so that's kind of what I'm focusing on right here while I'm twisting my hair. And I'm gonna use my Evolve brush, which is kind of like an off-brand Denman brush, to essentially have it detangled. Alrighty, y'all, now we're gonna go with what's left of our mousse. I haven't bought any. I'm gonna have to buy some more, and I'm gonna just do 1 pump for one side like this. Go in with our Bounce Curl Volume Defining Brush, and we're gonna start off by separating these 2 sections like so. And we want to brush away from our face like this. And then we're gonna scrunch. And that's exactly how you want your hair to sound like every time that you scrunch. I don't like what this small part towards the end is looking like, so I'm going to kind of finger coil because I want defined curls. Just like that. This one as well, I'm going to go ahead and finger coil to define it a lot more. what it's looking like. More mousse on the other hand. I'm gonna move this up there. We're gonna brush away from our face. And we're gonna scrunch up. Okay, we're gonna wanna tie this back so it won't get mixed in with the other section of our hair. Now I'm twisting both of my sides like this because I don't want, for example, it's for this side to get mixed out with this side. So this is kind of like my way of not having it up and then just also leaving it out of the way so I can focus on one side of it at a time. Mousse. Okay, separate each. I want to do maybe 3. 3 is good. Like this. And then we're gonna brush up. Like that. Our last strand. Brush up and away from our face. You guys, these curls are going to be extra juicy. I will, like, guaranteed. Mousse. Oh, it almost went on this other side of hair. 3 different pieces again. Up and away from our face. Up and away from our face. Scrunch all of that out. And now for the crown. This is a part that gets everybody, and I get it. Let me show you how I do it. The back piece, I'm going to finger coil most of the hair. Separate that so I won't have to put it back in a ponytail. We just have it to the side, get some mousse. First, I'm going to brush it and then I'm going to finger coil, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to brush from the front, like so. I'm going to grab a couple of strands. I know that they're separated, but I usually separate them with oil at the end. Do some twist, go back, and then twist, and then bring them to the back. We're going to do our middle section. I think in total, these are like 4 different sections at the crown. The more detailed that you have it, the more defined your curls are going to be, in my opinion. More mousse. Brush to the front. Twist. Back. Back. And then we're going to twist again and put it to the back. My forehead is so wet right now. It's probably going to take off most of my makeup. 2 more pieces to go. More mousse. Messy. Okay. Bring it to the front. Twist it again. Our last section. Mousse. Front as well, because I do have bangs. Overgrown, but they're still bangs nonetheless. Some twists. This one, I don't like what it's looking like, so I'm going to actually do a finger coil. The difference between a finger coil is wrapped around your finger like this, and then a finger twist is essentially twisting your hair in between your fingers like that. Alrighty, now we're gonna use the star of the show, the Rizos Curls Strong Hold Gel. That's how much I'm gonna use it, and I'm scrunching it in my hair, but I'm going to pull all of my hair towards the front. I'm gonna show you guys my secret as well to cutting my drying time in half, and that is to basically squeeze out the excess water from your hair. Oh my god, these curls are already super defined. I'm excited to see what they're gonna look like dried up. So let's scrunch in with our towel to get rid of that excess moisture real quick. I'm gonna diffuse with my Shark Flex style, and I've been having this baby for about 2-3 years. Love it. She is my tried and true. I'm gonna start diffusing, and we're gonna start off with the highest setting for the air and the highest heat setting, and it's 621 right now, so let's see how long it takes us. We're gonna start off by hovering our hair and then scrunching it in and then having our hair forwards. not gonna lie, when I almost forgot to use pincitas to go ahead and give me a better amount of volume. So I have these, and then I have these medium-sized ones. I think I'm gonna go with the medium-sized ones first to see if I'm gonna need the little ones. So let's start off here at the root, one here in the back. Use our small ones. I have 2 small ones and then 2 medium ones. Actually, let me fix that. I didn't like how that came about. Let's go back to diffusing. Now we're just gonna go ahead and basically scrunch up with our diffuser. Okay, now I'm just gonna start unclipping my hair. It's not long that I have it on, and it's already 6:29, about 8 minutes so far that we've been diffusing our hair. Now I'm gonna go in with our whey hair oil to go ahead and kind of start scrunching out our cast. I already started scrunching it already. That was like about 2 pumps, and I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna scrunch first, and then I'm gonna go in the root and shake it up. Now I'm gonna go in with our heat setting at 2. In between 1 and 2, it's just your personal preference as to how hot you want it to be. My ears are already turning a little bit red, so I don't want it to be too hot. It's been about 12 minutes so far. All I have to do left is basically take off the curls, separate the curls and shake out my roots for more volume and add a little bit of hairspray. So I'm looking for these curls. I'm gonna separate them like this. Okay, this is what it's looking like so far. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use my pick, and I'm gonna pick out my roots, but I'm gonna have my hair flipped over upside down essentially. Okay, now I'm gonna do a little hairspray. This is the Tresemme Extra Hold Hairspray, and it has a hold level of 4. I'm gonna do a little bit here and a little bit there, like so. And then I'm gonna scrunch it in. And these are the results. This is the front. Let me show you the back real quick. I think it came out really good. I'm, of course, not surprised by how well and defined my hair looks. This is one of the reasons that I fell in love with Rizos curls in the first place when I first started my curly hair journey. And I'm just so glad that I was sent this PR package. I'm honored, and it's just, hello, it's Rizos curls. So without further ado, I love you guys so much. Have the best day ever. Mwah.